Hey, it's Pomorphic Nerd back again, and today we're going to be blind reacting to, we're getting back into watching some of the stuff that I blind reacted to a long time ago, because I'm kind of missing MLP, so you know, I hit up DWK, not really, but I just walked back to his videos, checked under my playlist, see which one that I was on, and I got these three. I got, Totally Legit Recap episodes 21, 22, and 23, and those are the three that I'm going to be blind reacting to right now. Because it's just easier to do it in threes, you know. I did it in like 8s in the last one, and I watched like 7 or 8 whole episodes, and that was just a really long video, which got a decent amount of views, which is still pretty cool. And so, yeah. Also, stuff I should mention, My Little Pony will be coming back. The movie said to release in September, which is a kind of far away, but G5 is going to start. Sadly, I don't think Twilight Sparkle is going to be in G5, which would be weird. I know it's weird not having Twilight Sparkle in G5, because when that'd also mean like Spike wouldn't be in G5 either, which is weird just because, like, that'd be like G4 without Princess Celestia in it. Like, are they going to reference Twilight? Like, the ruler of Equestria and is Twilight Sparkle, and they're just gonna reference her a bunch of times instead of actually showing her on screen, giving her an actual voice or anything? Maybe. It's also a different art style for the movie, which I am kind of interested in. I'm not gonna say enjoy or anything like that because I haven't seen it yet, but I am kind of interested in what kind of route they're going for the show in general and for the movie. But that's enough talking about all that. Let's get into watching. These are actually my 3 favorite episodes, some of my 3 favorite episodes, and probably your favorites too, of My Little Pony. Season 6, episode 21, it's Every Little Thing She Does, which is the one about Starlight, where she basically zombifies all of Twilight's friends when she's away, because she is too paranoid about friendship lessons and everything. It freaks her out, and she's confused, because she doesn't want to be bad, she wants to be a perfectionist and everything like that. But then at the end, you learn the lesson that, you know, not everything is perfect, and you can't just force people. You can't force the world to be perfect. It's not perfect. So she really hasn't learned anything about her dark past. Remember the 3 rules of Starlight Glimmer? Sunlight Glimmer. Starlight Glimmer, the 3 rules. You always have to bring up her past. You'd make her feel terrible about herself. I don't remember the 3rd one. So let's start it off in 3, 2, 1, play. You can't have a nightmare if you never dream.
Okay,
I love that.
Twiggy Sparkles and Glamour Shot Glimmy are having their early morning magic sesh, and Twi's like,
Yeah.
wow, Starlight, I haven't had magic workouts like this in years. I am really glad you're my friend. And Glimmy's like, I'm your best friend, right? Oh,
Yeah.
come on, dude, you and the gals, you're all my best friends. Each of
Not
you gives
Spike.
me something that I can't get from anyone else. I could never say that one of you was my favorite or something. Okay, but like, what if we were on a sinking ship and you could only save one of us? Who would you pick? Don't worry, bro, I'd find a way to save you all.
Exactly.
No, but I mean, if there was like no way, I'd find a way, man. Twilight, you
Find
can't always
a way.
just pull something out of your ass and save everyone and get everything you want in every single situation.
Yeah, well,
life doesn't work like that.
too bad.
Actually, my life works exactly like that. So anyway,
Exactly.
Glim Glam is lying in bed
Funny.
playing with her balls and wondering how to make Twilight Sensei like her the best. And Spike's like, oh my god, dude, how many times do you expect me to believe one of your pubes just accidentally landed on my toothbrush? This shit's not funny anymore. Sorry, dude, they're like kids. Once they leave the nest, I got no control over them. But yeah, well, the only reason your hair can even do that is because of what I do to your conditioner bottle. Now, come on, Twilight wants to see it.
That's great.
So they go see Twiggles, and she's like, all right, man, me and Spike have to go to Canterlot to attend a Pretty Pony Princess Symposium. There's
Basically,
vodka in the
yeah.
fridge and tendies in the freezer, so you should be fine for a day. Do your friendship homework and don't fuck up. Now, of course, Glimmy sees an opportunity here, so she invites the girls over, and she's like, all right, guys, today we're gonna do all your favorite, most cherished pastimes all at once. That way I can finish all my friendship homework, and I can absorb your powers.
I fucking
so
love
Twilight will
Applejack.
like me the best. And H is
One
like,
sentence
okay, so
stories.
just to clarify, you don't
Best.
care about spending time with us at all. You just want us to inconvenience ourselves for your own
You
personal
got
benefit.
it.
Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself. And Fluttershy's like, well, I can't really care for animals inside a castle, dude. They kind of like to be outside. outside. And Rarity's all, darling, bro, I can't sew in the library. The lighting blows. And Dash is like, we can't hang out here. This place is fucking gay. And Pinky's like,
wow. No, 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 no,
Glimmy's like,
no songs. No singing.
So Starlight bails and she's like, oh my god, what is wrong with these bitches? I'm
What
trying
am
to
I
learn how to
gonna
have healthy
do?
friendships and they're bringing their fucking feelings and personal preferences into it. How am I supposed to have friends if they won't do what I want them to? Oh wait, I remember. I'll use my old favorite spell from college, Rufius Catatonius. So everyone gets glammed and she's like, alright, you insolent shits, go do your favorite things. Oh, this is great. We have Pinkie Pie and her reality-bending spaghetti powers under the control of Starlight Gives No Fucks Glimmer. This is like when a kid finds his dad's gun and thinks it's a toy. Look at Rarity's serene, vacuous expression. Listen to that even more careful than usual enunciation.
Whatever you want me to have in my mind, Starlight Glimmer.
It's like she's had a botched lobotomy.
I don't
and the
know
real Rarity is
anything that you don't
inside
want me to
screaming
know.
Get out.
It's funny like
Glimmy,
that.
you know you're my soul sister and that I'm always pulling for you, so I don't say this lightly. I am calling shenanigans. Look, starting a cult and trying to destroy the world are mistakes we all make. It's just part of becoming an adult. But roofing my waifu is unacceptable. This is inexcusable behavior. You are getting a big timeout for this one, Missy. And a spanking. I am going to lift up your tail and
Spanking.
smack your little pony butt cheeks until they're good and red and...
You're getting distracted.
So
That was
Glamor's
actually
like,
a-
dude,
that was like
AJ, I don't
a
have
really
all day
long
to listen to
intermission.
your dumb memories and life experiences. Just sum it up in one sentence.
That was a long
So we
intermission.
buried our third sister under the hay pile in the back of the barn, and from that day on, Big Mac always locked his door at night and never slept on his back again.
That's
you know,
a
you
long
can have one more
sentence.
sentence. Give me some context on that one. It's exactly what it sounds like. And then
It was a long
this
sentence.
happened, but I didn't scream because I'm a big boy. Anyway, I think we all know where this is going. Long story short, the Friendship Castle playset gets demolished, and AJ's like,
They threw it in the creek.
With a whole lot of power comes a heck of a lot of responsibility.
and I'm like, Applejack, stop talking about your brother's dead. So of course
Dad found out
Twilight
and he
comes
threw it in
home
the
and she's
creek.
like, wow, Glimmer, you managed to set the house on
Wow.
fire and flood it at the same time. Good job. All right, so Twiggy Sparkle Dust undoes the rohypnotism spell and she's like, Starlight, bro, I'm not trying to sound like a mom or anything, but I left you alone for one day. And Glimmy's like, dude, I just wanted to prove I was the crunkest bitch around so you'd think I was cool. And Twiggy's like, man, you don't get it. Trying to prove something won't make people like you. It just makes you look like a dick and there's a good chance you'll fuck up everyone's day. I get that you've had a miserable life, but shitty
That's a pretty
experiences
good-
don't make it okay to
that's
be a
kinda
shitty
true.
person. Now you're gonna apologize, you're gonna clean all this shit up, and you can forget about those tendies. Can I still have the vodka? Yeah, of course. This isn't a prison sentence. So it's the next day.
But it should
Rarity,
be.
only you could turn a massive hangover into a way to be fashionable. If I could do that, I'd be on fucking magazine covers. And Fluttershy's like, dude, when I woke up, there was a trapdoor spider trapped in my back door. Fortunately, he was okay, but I kind of need an explanation here. And Glimmy's like, guys, I'm sorry
Yeah.
for mind raping you and making you my butt slaves, but just know I only did it so I could cheat on my homework. And Dash is like, dude, I'm not mad and we're still friends, but fuck you, you're an awful person. And Glimmy's all, look, dude, whatever Twilight
Yeah.
and your stupid friendship lessons say, I know I'll probably never be part of your clique, and I'm okay with that. I mean, I'm a crazy bitch who's barely capable of casual social interaction. And they're all like, yep, you sure are. And that's why you fit right in.
It's a piece of cake to bake a pretty cake. If the way is hazy, you gotta do the cooking by the book. You know you can't be lazy.
Yeah, I'm about to be like, that's definitely the reason why Starlight Glimmer is more, in tune with, characters like Trixie and, her kind of separate group of friends. That's how I remember. Because they're more like her than these ponies are. And whenever the main six try to be, like, best friends with Starlight Glimmer, when she clearly has her own set of friends that we've seen. You said, remember that one episode in season 9? I forget what it's called, but she has her own group of friends. She doesn't need the main six to be her main friends. But that's a good point. and everything about that. But I mean, that was nice. I was on point with those facial expressions, whatever the hell I was doing. Yep. Next up is downright one of my favorite episodes. PPOV is a pony point of view. In this episode, recap. Pinkie Pie, Applejack, and Rarity go on this voyage, which is more like a swift sail 20 feet away from the harbor. And they end up capsizing the boat, and they get mad about it because they argue about whose fault it was that caused the capsizing when it turned out to be none of their fault. Favorite part of this was Rarity's Rarity's interpretation of the story. Had Applejack be like a fucking pirate. Like, avast ye mateys, the deep blue be burning in the soil of silks, and I'm going to fucking find the vestige to Dead Man's Cove, one way or another. And the facial expressions Applejack made is fucking hilarious. So let's start this off in 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, are a pirate.
Okay, so Twilight's like, hey Spike, let's go meet our good friends Rarity, Applejack, and Pinkie Pie at the train station because they're coming back from their trip. And Spike's like, okay, good. It's too bad that our other friends Fluttershy and Rainbow Dash couldn't go on that trip with them. Good. Keep going. We couldn't go either. Okay, well,
all right.
Yeah, obviously.
We don't know why.
I was born on a Tuesday, and my parents named me Twilight because... No. Hold on. That's too much. So the ritual is complete, and the exposition train is summoned, but when the gals get out, they're salty as fuck. And Spike's like, God damn it, it's one of these again. Why does everyone we know have so many fucking interpersonal problems? It's because you touch yourself at night, Spike. Dude, if that's how it worked, everyone in this town would have murdered each other years ago. So... Twiggy's like, all right, Spike, this will be easy.
Spike.
I'm sure they can talk this out over some tea and cookies, and if not, we'll just drag him down to the friendship basement and have Starlight fix him. Wait, I thought you just yelled at her about that last week. You know, honestly, I was just mad because I didn't think of it myself. So the intended guest bottom bitches show up, and Twice like, yep, Rarity pushed out, Pinkie pushed out, and holy shit, Spike, look at this! Dude, what is it? Applejack can write.
Crab in her hair.
No, I'm not gonna make that joke. Believe it or not, I actually have fucking standards, and I can do better than this.
Funny.
Anyway, since her master plan was
She
thwarted,
carried
Twilight
that
is
all the
forced
way
to
back
venture down the
on
rabbit
the
hole
train.
without her trusted
That's
Earl
cool.
Grey. So she shows up at Rarity's, and she's like, bitch, what the fuck is going on with you and those two? How many times do I have to do this shit? And Rarity's like, darling, bro, I am so fucking distressed right now. Like, some bullshit went down, and my dainty ass cannot handle it. Yeah, and you're gonna tell me about it.
I get it.
Right
You're sitting on a
now,
couch.
or I'm throwing you in the friendship dungeon, and you can be Starlight's personal butt maid for a week. Fine, since you forced it out of me. Hurry the fuck up! I've got important princess shit to do. Oh my god!
Like what?
Calm your crutch tits. Okay,
Like
so
what?
we showed up.
Crotch tits. That's funny.
I was like so fucking cool about everything, but Applejack just had to pick today of all days to start.
Yar.
So me and Pinkie still
Fucking
tried to have a good time.
Want to give it a whack, Rarity? Oh, darling, of course. Oh, darling, of course.
Whack it real hard.
Anyway, then Applejack got so hopped up that she had a dissociative episode and sunk the ship. Oh my god, you are so full of shit. You're going to the friendship torture chamber right now. Yeah,
I don't believe
you.
you.
Just said I had to tell you about it. You didn't say it had to be accurate. You win this one, Rarity. So Pinkie's like, oh my god, dude, that trip was lame. First, Rarity shows up surrounded by seamen. Wait, I'm sorry, what? You know, men who sail around the sea.
That was a big smile.
Whatever. What the fuck are men, man? Anyway, then I tried to get her to play with my stick, and she wrecked the boat.
I just freaking
Twilight,
realized
why
that.
are we even talking to her? I don't
Sea
know,
ponies,
man. I didn't ask
sea
for
men.
any of this. So AJ's like, all right, dude, don't worry. I'll tell you exactly what happened in as much detail
Sea
as
stallions.
I can remember. Thank God I finally get to talk to a sane person. All right, so Rarity showed up looking like a Titanic pain
I'm
in
just-
my ass, and she was
Titanic reference.
And then Pinky showed up, looking like a sugar-shocked lunatic as usual. Then I realized
was
this was gonna be a
legit
fucking
thinking-
disaster no matter what, so I drank a fifth of apple whiskey, and the next time I was coherent, we were on the train ride home, and everyone was mad. Especially me. I'm not gonna say I'm not disappointed, but at the same time, I can't really blame you. So, Twigs and Spike are back at the Sparkle Hut. And she's
What-ing?
like, God damn it, Spike, how many times
What?
do these bitches have to get mad at each other for some poorly defined reason and then sulk around like a bunch of salty cum buckets? How many times do they have to learn not to get butthurt over some trivial bullshit? I'm so fucking pissed right now, I almost want to tell them to fuck off. Man, Twilight, shut the fuck up. Your life would be so much worse without those chicks. You'd literally be Moon Dancer. Spike, get a mop.
That's
Just had an epiphany.
funny,
So,
but
Twilight
true.
concocts another clever
Really,
ruse,
she would
and
be
this
Moon
time
Dancer.
it actually works because there's only one thing in the multiverse that ponies find more irresistible than tea. Twilight, where are they? Darling, bro, am I to understand that you're in possession of some delicious chicken tenders? I need my tendies. Where are my tendies?
Really?
And Twilight's like, I'm sorry, dude. I lied.
Bringing
There's
this up-
no tendies. And
Brings
AJ's
that up in like almost every episode.
Being hornswoggled into coming back here.
And Twilight's all, Applejack, that is definitely not a word. Oh yeah, you would say that, you hornswoggling hornswoggle. Alright, listen,
a
you dumb whores.
countryism.
I sat my sorry ass through each one of you recounting what happened on the boat, and while all your stories were different, they all had one thing in common. They were all bullshit. When I realized that, I
Yeah.
was able to extrapolate what actually happened. And the answer is...
None of them matched each other.
Who
Therefore,
fucking cares?
they were all
we're best
terrible.
friends, but that doesn't mean we aren't gonna do dumb shit and piss each other off all the time. Every time one of you has some stupid problem I have to fix, I'm like, holy shit, when will they learn the lesson? When will this end? But I realized something today. It never will.
Sorry, my jaw
The
hurts.
ride never ends.
Not used to
Friends
smiling
aren't
this much.
people who don't piss you off. They're people who are worth forgiving over and over. Like, even if there was some fantastical ass pull of an explanation for why your boat sank, what would it really change? Who cares? Nobody meant any harm and nobody got hurt, so just drop it. You had a shitty
Yo, I
day,
get that
but
too.
if you stay
Like,
mad
who
at
cares?
each other,
At the
you're
end of the
gonna
day,
have a
doesn't
shitty
matter.
life. And AJ's like, Twilight, you are one corny bitch. But whatever, you hornswoggles are my best friends. Holy shit, what the fuck is that thing?
Boy, give me your booty. Ah man, I'm having fun with these reactions. I've been out of the game for so long, now I'm getting back into it. I'm having so much fun with these. Yeah, I had to massage my face. I'm not used to smiling that much. I usually only do... You ever have that happen where you just smile too much and then like I have a line legit right here, but I don't want to have one over here. So you ever have that happen, smile too much and then you just hurt your jaw because you're not used to it? It happens to me a lot. Well, not a lot, but most of the time. But the thing that I broke down in that episode was about fucking the semen. The semen. That's something I never got. Like, when Pinkie Pie said she had a ton of sea ponies, and all I was thinking about was like, what if this was the equestrian girls, and it wouldn't have had to say ponies, it would have said seamen, because that's what you call it, a seaman. Seamen, seamen, seaman. It's Seaman. That's from South Park, but yeah. But I mean, that's a good lesson. I actually had to teach my own family that lesson. Like, who cares? Sometimes when you're in a big argument and something like that, I have this adept ability to just be like, who cares? At the end of the day, who was right and who was wrong? What does that matter? Someone just say they're sorry. Like, whether you're in the right or in the wrong, like, don't have to. Like, always stand up for yourself. I mean, that's something important you can do, but sometimes when it's just not worth it, you have to just say you're sorry. Even if you think that you're on the right and they're on the wrong, just say you're sorry, end the entire argument, and just live on next day. It's all good. It's all good, man. I'm actually sweating a lot in here. I should have had a fan on, but you know. Now this one's Where the Apple Lies, Season 6, Episode 23. This is a real good episode because you get to look back in the past, but you get to look back in the past to when Applejack and Big Mac were younger. But not so far back to where you see their parents. So it's kind of like a little bit of backstory, but not really, because you don't see their parents or anything like that. And their parents had passed away. We don't know how or why, but they had passed. It's just something that the fandom accepts and it believes, because it is all true. You can't really come back from your years-long vacation and be like, sorry family for leaving you for so long. Yeah, but I'm able to admit that they're dead. They passed. You know, if I'm able to admit that, then why can't you guys? 3, 2, 1, play. TWF, no childhood. I promise.
Okay, so it's that Apple time of year, and the eponymous Pony Clan is unloading some of Big Mac's special apple jam onto their good friend and business partner, Filthy Rich. But AJ senses some skullduggery going on, and she's like,
Skullduggery.
Apple Bloom, did you sell
I love
off some of our
skullduggery.
apple crunk juice without telling me? And AB's
Hard
like, yep,
apple cider.
I sure did. Now that Starlight Glamorous Glimmers revived the Ponyville crunk scene, it's become our best-selling product, and we could turn a way bigger profit if we just supplied it to local businesses.
Who doesn't
instead
love
of making
Starlight
people
Glimmer?
come all the way out here to get it. And AJ's like, God damn it, Apple Bloom, this is a family business. Our ass-backwards traditions are more important than making money. But why's it gotta be like that? If we just ran this thing better, we could actually make a decent living instead of breaking our backs just to pay the bills. I don't want to hear none of that, Missy. You fix this right
None
now,
of that.
or you're only getting a half serving of apple gruel tonight. But I already only get a half serving. That's why I haven't grown a goddamn inch in the past 6 years. Well, then you only get half of a half, which is like 1/3 or something. I know you think you've got great ideas, but trust me, you don't. God damn it, AJ, you've never had an idea in your life. What the fuck do you know? Actually, I did have an
Favorite
idea
part of this
once,
episode when
and it was
Applejack
the
says,
worst
Big Mac,
thing
don't use your
ever.
fancy
So, you see,
mathematics on
Mom
me.
and Dad had just hung themselves so that the rest
Wait,
of
was
us
that a
would have
different
enough food to
episode?
survive the winter.
Yeah, it was.
And me and Big Mac were arguing over who was gonna run the farm. Now, I thought I was a smart filly because I had ideas, but Big Mac always said, you can't plow a mare with ideas. And I said, yeah, that may be so, but ideas can
That may
make
be
money, and you
so.
can definitely plow as many mares as you want if you have money. A case in point would be our old buddy,
It's almost
Filthy
poetic.
Rich. One day he asked
It's
us
almost
to meet
poetic.
him in town, and he was like, hi, Apples, this is my fiance, hard as diamonds. And she was like, you two look like a couple
Hard
of
as
dumb
diamonds.
motherfucking hillbillies. Dear, remember what I told you. Oh, I'm sorry, that was incredibly rude. I meant that you two look like a couple of hillbillies. I understand that you don't have a mother to fuck anymore, and I'm sorry for your loss. That's not what I meant, but good try. And I was
That's
like, look,
good
Rich,
try.
I know you're
That's
kind
all
of
you
a
can
greedy
say.
bastard
Good try.
sometimes, but you're mostly an okay guy.
To your
Why in
significant
God's
other.
name would you marry this butter-faced tart? She gives amazing head, dude. I've got nothing else to say. I mean, how
Really?
good could it possibly be, man? No, seriously, bro. She can suck the cork out of a wine bottle. All right, man.
Damn.
Can't argue with that. Also, she
Can't
likes
argue
it
with
in the-
that.
Yeah, now you're
Yeah,
just bragging.
yeah.
Okay, hold on a second. Not to
Just
go
bragging.
off on a
You're
tangent,
bragging.
but, like, what's going on here? So, like, we get to see Cumbucket McGolddigger here when she was younger, and my first reaction was, what happened to her face?
Yeah, her
Shaw's
nose gets
looks
really
like a
pointy.
hippopotamus, and this one looks
like
like
a-
a rhinoceros. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wait, guys.
It's interesting.
I just got it. Guys, seriously. She had a rhinoplasty. Also, I'm not saying
Nice.
I like this chick, but I would totally ram her into the headboard every night while she rolled her eyes and posted on Facebook about how inadequate I was. So, AJ's like, anyway, back in
Wouldn't
the day,
we all?
didn't have apple crunk juice. We just had
Probably shouldn't have
cider,
said
and
that.
Filthy wanted to
You
sell
know
it
what?
for us at his store.
Fuck it,
So,
I don't care.
told Granny Smith, and she was like,
Damp apple jam jars preserve the flavor for moons, but cider starts to spoil the second it comes out the press.
and I was like, then why don't we just put the cider in the same jars as the jam? Are you crazy? How do you even put cider in a
What?
jam jar? You know,
I
just
don't
like
even-
pour it in there. Nope, this is fucking crazy talk.
Yo,
Don't tell
physics
Rich it
work
can't be done.
jar.
So I was like, all right, Mac, we're gonna have Granny declared
You know.
legally insane, which will be easy because she probably is, and then we'll
Yeah.
take control of the farm and actually start making some money. All we have to do is lure her to the psych ward at Ponyville General. And Mac was like, AJ, why don't we just refuse to work? I mean, it's not like she can buck apples herself. We have all the leverage in this situation. Just
Now
tell her
Big
that
Mac's
she's being
trying to
stubborn
be
and
smart.
closed-minded, and if we don't get a say in how the farm is run, then we're not gonna help run it. Sure, she'll be pissed at first, but once she sees all the cash flow from increased cider sales, she'll be forced to come around. That way we can do everything honestly, everybody wins, and we don't have to horribly betray
See, that's
our
kind
own
of something
kin.
that
Oh my
I
God,
thought of
Big
while
Mac,
watching this
shut up,
episode.
you
I was
talk
just
too much.
confused
And Apple
over
Bloom's like,
this
wait,
main
you tried
thing.
to take control of the farm by staging a coup? And AJ's
Yep.
like, hey, we don't use words with silent letters in this house. Hey, man, be cool. Anyway.
Be cool.
So, we got Granny to the hospital,
That's
but
funny.
she got drunk on rubbing alcohol and wandered off. And I was like,
Yep.
okay, Mac, you pretend to be Granny while I go find her and bring her back. Why do I need to pretend to be her? If we just split up and look for her, it'll be quicker and we won't. God damn it, Big Mac, you never listen to me. It's always blah, blah, blah. But this is
Blah,
the
blah,
dumbest
blah. I'm
thing.
smarter
Quit
than
flapping
your
gums
ass.
and help me with my genius plan. Unfortunately, Big Mac was so butthurt after I yelled at him that the nurses
Ouch.
thought he had ass cancer and they rushed him into surgery while I was looking for Granny. Now, when I found her, she was in a supply closet
jeez.
drinking all the cleaning fluid, and she got so trashed she thought she was a doctor and stumbled into the operating theater. And she was like, now, you see, everyone says you need this big old thingy right here, but in my experience, they cause nothing but trouble, so I recommend cutting it off. That's when I
God,
finally realized that my
fucking-
plan had gone slightly awry, and I
Damn,
explained to
that's
everyone that
fucked
this
up.
was not a doctor, but an old lady who just drank 2 bottles of Lysol. Anyway,
Senile
Big Mac was
old
so
woman.
traumatized by the whole thing that he never talked again. So, I hope you learned something from that story, Apple Bloom. Yes, ma'am. I learned that sometimes people won't listen to reason no matter how well you present your side of the argument, and at that point, the only thing you can do is stay out of the way or your own granny might saw your wiener off? I forget what I was trying to teach you, but that
I
sounds
should not
about
be
right.
laughing at that. To the good old days. Oh shit, that was actually pretty sad. Fuck. I shouldn't have laughed at that, sorry. Now I feel bad. Damn it. I shouldn't have laughed at that. Now I feel terrible. Because that was actually pretty fucking sad. Like, only DWK can make something so happy, like My Little Pony, be so raunchy. But at the same time, make something sad kind of funny, which isn't really appropriate. But you know what? Who cares? You know. Always rooted. Always rooted by spoiled, filthy rich, loved spoiled milk. It was all in the head. That's what it was. Yeah. I don't have anything else to say. I think I covered mostly everything, and I don't really have anything to say from that episode. So that's the end of the episode. Another 30-minute-er. So, as always, I'm Anthropomorphic Nerd. You know the gist, and I'll see you in the next video. So, bye.